There's one more present. Coming to our last speaker of the session. One more presentation. Mr. Peng Zhao is from France.
Yep.
He's going to present us the lean perspectives and knowledge management application in service department of CNC Machine tool manufacturer.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So, good morning, everybody. So, I'm from France. I'm a PhD candidate of University Strasbourg. So today I will make a presentation about the lean perspective and knowledge management used in a machine tool, CNC machine tool factory in the customer service. This presentation is organized by the following order. Just introduce the research context, and then I will introduce you the case study company, graphing study. A little quick talk about scientific brand background, then methodology, actual results, and discussion. And at last, I will make some future work, talk about future works. So, I'm an executive PhD candidate of EQ Laboratory of University Strasbourg. The EQ Laboratory is called the Engineering Science, Computer Science, and Imaging Laboratory. The partner company of my PhD candidate is a CNC machine, tooling machine manufacturer, which is called graphing study. So a quick look about the partner company of the PhD candidate. So graphing study is founded at 1854. The first creator of the in the world of the same 5-axis milling machine, and now today Euron has reached his product line by introducing the new technologies. It's by CNC machine, but this company is focused on the 5-axis CNC machine. Euron is a part of Jyoti Group, which is an India group. The headquarters is in Hyderabad, India. And Euron has the global service, global subsidiaries in the world. You can find Canada, which is destined for the American market, and China, in Turkey, and in Germany. So Euron is located at Strasbourg in France. Now it has about 100 employees. The average age is about 45 years old, so it's kind of the average age is very high, and that's I will show you why I mentioned this point. They produce about more than 100 machines, 100 or 150 machines per year. This company has a whole global has different departments: customer service, production, methods, research development, quality control, and the purchasing department. And for this study, we will focus on the customer service department. So, some image about the company, the production line, and the local. A quick famous customer. You can find all about the famous international groups on as customer. They are so big. So now it's the problem. What is the problem? CNC machine, as the colleague has already worked on this topic. CNC machine. The CNC machine is if you want to do a CNC machine, you need to know the pneumatic technology, you need to know the hydraulic technology, you have to know the electrical cabin, you have to know how to program a CNC, you have to manage your own supplier. So a lot of things to do. And on the service, what we do? The service the objective of service department is to solve the problem. the customer's problem. And the customer problem, they call, if the machine stops, the customer call, and they ask all kinds of questions. You can get hydraulic problem, you can have pneumatic problem, you have mechanical problem. So a hotline technician, he has to know everything. And I mean, when I say everything, it's not everything in detail, but they have to know they have to support technically the customer in each sector. So expert knowledge is highly required. And to make a good technician, hotline technician, the company needs 1 or 2 years, at least 1 year to train it. And as Euron is small, 100 is an SME, and with 150 employees, but the company is focused on the international markets. The biggest market is in Europe, and then the second big market is in China. Third one is in Russia, and he sells some machines also in America, in North and South America. As I showed you, the famous customer, they are so big. It means that the Euro, this is an SME company, they have no power to negotiate with the customers. No chance. What do they have to do? For the customer, a CNC machine is for production. What it means? The production means make money. The production machine is for customer is to make money. And if the machine stops, it means the loss of money. 1 second for this kind of big group, they can have $1 million is lost. So everything is emergency. The second thing is answer time. The customer one, as it's about the money. Customer always wants the problem is solved tomorrow. And even if they are big groups, international groups, but they always want the field service is cheaper and quicker. This is what wants the customer. But the reality in Euro is limited number of employees, 115 employees at all, and 6 hotline technician. Just 6 hotline technicians to manage all the world. Even if a small SME company, the internal procedure is kind of something long and heavy to manage, and to have a good technician to employ more people is very difficult because the new employee needs very good specific skills about technical. Even if the service department represents about 25% of global turnover of the company, but they're still looking for more benefits. So the scientific background is nowadays people use lean philosophy is applied on production line and is very wide applied. And how to introduce this philosophy to the service sector this is the background and how to study. And another thing about the technician skill is knowledge. And that is in this knowledge economics world, how to use the lean philosophy and the knowledge management philosophy to make more benefits for the service is the question. And another question is for SME company with limited resource, not as the international group, which KM model is adapted for this kind of industry, and how can we construct a decision support system for this kind of company. At last, it's define the indicators for KM and lean service in order to evaluate their performance and to say this company is situated in gate level of product service system. The first thing why I begin this study is to do some literature review. I have read 64 KM pages, knowledge management papers, and 18 about product service system papers, and 16 about lean service papers, and 2 servitization papers. They all have some relation about this study. What we can find is there's not much more paper about who talk about the relationship between knowledge management and lean service. And there's no just a few papers talk about lean service in a product service system. So after making this literature review, I found that there's some link between these two concepts, between lean service and KM. And the second thing is how to prove that there's a link between the lean service and knowledge management. I use two tools to analyze this in this case study. The first one is actors activity resource network analyze. The second one, I try to use the VSM in a service department, volume streams maps. So a quick look at the actor AAR network. This is the first action. We can find the service here and the subsidiary, agents, and user. The service is the only interest of the customer, and the agent and subsidiary. Service is the bridge between the end user and the company. Service department can transfer the technology, can transfer the technical of the other department to the end user to serve the end user. And the service department as a SME, service department have to share some resource with the production, and the production as well share some resource to the service. But in this paper, you can find this quality in the company. The quality department of this company is independent. There is no link between with the others. It's not normal. So the density of after analyzing the density of this AAR network, we found there are some problem. Normally, the density of each network should be more or less equal, but you can see clearly it's not the same thing. The second analysis is I try to apply the value stream mapping in the service sector, which is widely used in the production analyzing the waste, to analyzing the stock. After applying this VSM analyze, we can find that in the service it's quite different from the production, because there's a lot of time that we can't manage as the waiting time. There's a lot of waiting time, which depends on the customer. The customer will take time to make decision about if or if not take a field service. That is the quite difficulty. But with this VSM analyze, we can identify some mudas, which is service mudas means waste in Japanese, in the service. It means that if we use the same philosophy of lean production, we can apply in the lean service sector, but we need to adapt it. So some links is established between the the lean philosophy and the lean tools and the different knowledge management steps. All this links is established by analyzing the different service models in the company, in the service department. So for the future works, what I have to do the next step is to try to find a KM model which can adapt to this in this kind of industry, which means SME, international oriented, and in the traditional mechanical sector. Second work is to try to find the indicators which can evaluate the lean performance and knowledge management performance of this company in order to evaluate a PSS, product service system maturity of the company, and then use these indicators and improve these indicators by the case study. Once the indicators are proved, I will try to generalize these indicators for the target industry company. It's a discussion we can reflection is open for everybody. Is that how can we integrate the skill to knowledge management? Thank you for your attention. That's all for my presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Van Giesel. Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. There are some systemic representation I didn't understand. What you call the AAA, actors, activity.
Yeah.
And,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This acti.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You have actors, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Activities are activities of these specific actors.
Mm-hmm.
And each actor uses resources.
Yeah. I mean, actors. The actors netgram. Each line means that there is some information to exchange between each actors. And activities, it means that the another actor can influence to another one.
But most of the time, it's not the way we are modeling this kind of interrelation.
Mm-hmm.
We consider that an actor is what we call a RIR. It means that each actor produces results, had activities, and use resources.
Mm-hmm.
In this way, you can connect actors because one actor gives results to another one, or is waiting for the resource from another one. So your model, I think it's not so clear for me.
Okay. This is I try to use this social analyzing method to in this company interform analyzing. This is first try, and your suggestion is very good. I will try to think about how can I use your method.
Is it REA you talk about resources, students, and agents? From William McCarthy, I believe it's also the Wikipedia article also on the reference REA.
Okay.
It's a bit more rather established.
Any other questions? In the manufacturing, we also use autonomous work systems, which is also AWS, which is also a nice one, which takes care of your man machine as a unit, which can have activities and stuff.
I didn't understand the man machine unit. It means the human with the machine.
Autonomous working system, AWS. That's typically how we model manufacturing AAR.
Mm-hmm.
We Tana was probably the leader in that modeling, so you can just Google Tana. It's
Okay.
Slovenia.
Okay.
Autonomous work systems. Okay, any other questions? Then, certificate of recognition. Mr. Manzel, thank you for your presentation. Thank you guys, and bring us to the end of industrial manufacturing systems.
I just want to get from reading this paper.
Yeah, it's one of the.
Looking at now.
It's one of the.
It's definitely worth looking at.
Shoot. Yeah.
What's the heading of the paper?